Good morning. Thank you for joining me for the daily reflection today. As I was looking at the energy this morning, two things kind of came up. One was a real light but deep undercurrent of possibility and magic, where there's just an energy that's ready to support and help you bring things into being, just like that. And it's got just a very kind of magical quality about it. And on top of that, I was looking at the energy of being a catalyst, of being able to just make things happen. They're kind of similar. One has a bit more effort to it, though. And oftentimes, the catalyst kind of energy can be a little bit more explosive, a little bit more kind of I'm looking for the word. Just more, it's not that it's more energetic, but it can feel that way. It can feel like that it's just blasts through walls, or the chemicals makes the big reaction. But sometimes a catalyst can be as simple as the snow melting in the mountain, and 5 days later the river being high and full and running. So just kind of notice what kind of catalyst you are. If you're the kind that bursts through walls and causes big explosions, or if you're the kind that starts a rock rolling down the hill that gathers speed and creates a change further down the way. So today we're going to be using the Healing with the Fairies deck and the Angel Tarot, both created by Doreen Virtue, and the Angel Tarot also created by Radley Valentine. Looks like we're starting with the angels. And when I yawn in readings, it's not because I'm tired. It's because I'm just moving, clearing some energy out of the way so I can see the pictures in my mind's eye better. Release some energy blocks that sometimes get in the way of that. So. All right. And may it be the blessings of the Supreme Being that whoever finds this video finds it in divine timing, and the message speaks to them and helps them contemplate what they need to know that day. All right, we have the Two of Water. Two of Water focuses on relationships, generally romantic relationships. And for many out there, it looks like you're either recently married or contemplating marriage. Marriage is coming up big with this card as I'm looking at it. And just what the next steps are. And as you're looking at marriage, looking at the long-term reality of it, looking at how partnership works over time, how partnership works in each kind of situation. And every partnership is different. So don't compare yours to somebody else's, because the way you communicate within your relationship and the way that you support each other and accomplish things within your relationship will look very different from anybody else's. So it's really about knowing the strength of what you bring to the relationship, the strength of what your partner brings to the relationship, and how those interplay, balance each other out, push and grow, and just to really understand that for yourself. It looks like more of a surety, where just by removing other people's expectations or your own expectations of how relationship will look at, and looking at the foundation of it and how it truly works, then you it's really easy for you to flow with it. And it looks like most of the angst that any of you may be feeling out there is more due to some sort of expectation or how you think it should look or how you think it should work versus the strength and the reality of how it is working. So. All right, one more from this deck. And it's the Lover's card. Again, relationships, and really just even more affirmation to follow your heart, not what your analytical mind says, not what any of your support group, friends, family, things that, what is speaking, your inner voice, the true depth of who you are. And choosing this relationship may mean making different choices as well, or impact, things that impact other things. Choosing this relationship may activate that kind of rolling pebble effect. But it's just follow what your heart says. And if it's the right thing to do, go with this relationship. And if your heart is not behind it, if it's the converse of what I was just saying, where it matches all of your expectations and pictures and everybody else loves the person, but your heart isn't in it, then that's a real wake-up call to look at why or why not, and see if it's a function of the way the relationship works, or if it's just different. There's just a lot of energy about things being different, from perception to reality, and looking at where the true communication strengths within the relationship are. Okay. Whew, and the fairies, the magical fairies, undertone of anything's possible, and they'll help you out. Playful energies. I think the card is back here that we want. Oop, maybe it's that one. Family harmony is the one that flipped over, which kind of plays into some of those pictures of, just because your family approves or doesn't approve of a relationship is not the reason you should go with one. If you are committed to the relationship and you love that person with all your heart, and you know that it's a long-term thing where you can see it continuing to grow and support you, and you could be able to support the other person and it being a beautiful thing, it doesn't matter if your family approves or doesn't approve. And it will be your challenge to figure out how to find family harmony within that. Conversely, if your family adores this person and it leaves you feeling hollow deep down, but you feel like, well, they love them and I should, they usually know what's best for me. If it's leaving you hollow inside, if it's not making you feel supported, then it's not the right thing. So, okay. And trust your intuition. Listen to your inner voice. Again, both of these cards, the Lovers, trust your intuition, follow your heart, follow your inner truth. You know whether this relationship is the right thing and is going to bring you long-term joy and support and growth, or whether you're just trying to please somebody. So follow your heart, follow your intuition. Looks like it's a pretty big decision time. But I see for many of you, it's a good rock solid moment. And it will this decision will be the catalyst to your future one way or the other. So be blessed, follow your heart, notice the strengths or the weaknesses within the relationship, and notice, no relationship is 100% perfect. You're always going to have moments of communication breakdown, moments of financial struggle, moments of emotional disconnect, but overall, if the relationship feeds you, builds you up, and you both work in it together in an equal way, then go with it. And if it speaks to your heart, if your heart is fully committed, go with it. If it leaves you feeling hollow, or you feel like you're just trying to please family and friends, then it's time for a change. That's the summary. Be blessed. We'll see you for Places of Opposites next time.